coming off of the Theta Hackathon entries here. How'd that go for you?
Well, that's always a mystery.
Yeah.
You guys have talked about it. We've talked about it. But when I entered the hackathon, the whole point of the hackathon was to show people that I was working on something, and the ultimate goal was to get on the Poppin' Mag show.
Oh, success!
Wanted to get on the Pinecast, so here
Wow.
Great success.
Dreams do come true. People.
We're honored.
Exactly.
Humbled.
Very humbled.
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some Nona sauce? Too bad, only Nona decider gets the sauce.
This week's episode of Poppin' Mags is proudly sponsored by POG Digital, an interoperable, universal gaming ecosystem officially created by the World POG Federation. The game you collect has entered the digital era. Learn more at pogdigital.com.
Poppin's poppin' and lockin', Magnum scrutinizing. Poppin' Mags Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 20 of the Zilly Award-winning Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags, how you doing, bro?
Doing good. Speaking of Zilly Award winning, did you not do any nominations for the Zilly Awards this year?
I did not. No, did you?
You still have time. I think it's... So, I mean, as people are listening, they won't, because I think it ends 30 September.
Oh, so they're going to get Mondayed.
They're going to get Mondayed.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do? At least I got Sundayed, and I can go do it right now. I know we had mentioned last week Chief wasn't going to be buying any more NFTs.
He's done.
But also part of that was that you were not going to be involved with the NFL anymore. And I'm just curious how that's going for you.
Not well. Not well. I try to get out, but they just suck me in. I think I'm still saving a lot more money on the NFL than buying NFTs.
Yeah. Some of them pay back. Some of them don't.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Hey, what are you going to do? All right. So, dude.
Wait, but
what?
Well, were you going somewhere with that?
No, go.
Oh, no. I was, Chief continues to buy NFTs.
Does he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. Did you see this latest?
Are we talking Pine Customs here?
Yeah.
I've seen a few nice ones. What's his latest? Ron Burgundy? Is that the one here?
It looked like a Ron Burgundy pine.
Yeah, it did. Quite nice. Almost like a little popperish, in fact, I thought. With no blood. But yeah, no, Ron Burgundy.
That's a banger.
It is. Absolutely. Keep it classy. Stay classy. Yeah.
Maverick 2 was revealed, I saw.
Yeah, Maverick Pine. I saw that one. So I'm assuming people are wondering where all these new pines are coming from.
Didn't we kind of mention this or no?
Did we?
Well, I think Rare had like 12 customs left he could make, and so some people got customs with the last of them, like Fabi, our boy.
Yeah.
I think Metal Cooler also got one too.
Yes, he did. I don't know what to call that one.
Was it like a Goku?
Oh yeah, okay. Goku Pine. Okay, sure.
Like a Dragon Ball Z or something.
Could have been. Yep. I saw also Batman Pine. And the most recent one that just came out that I just saw before we are recording, Pine Holio.
Did that get revealed? That didn't get revealed.
Yeah, it did. It's on Twitter. He's got his own Twitter address.
Did it?
Yeah.
I was talking to Dole yesterday, Saturday.
Okay.
And he showed me it. And
check your
I'm on Theta
notifications on Twitter because you got a friend request from him for sure. He's following you.
You sure about that?
I'm unless he didn't follow you and he only followed me.
Could be.
Pineholio and Theta Head.
No, I did not get followed. I bet you Papa Mags got followed.
Spaghetti got followed.
That's funny. Okay. Well, I guess that cat's out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I saw the little teaser that he had done. Oh, he's following Ho 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 Santa. Nice.
Ah, friend of the Pinecast.
Congratulations. Oh, is he?
Well, half of the Pinecast.
Yeah, he's not following you. That's incredible.
Yeah. Jeez.
Wow. Now you know where you stand.
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to think about that one. I mean, it's obviously wild. Did you saw the whole thing?
I did, yes.
Okay. Your thoughts?
I mean, it fits him.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does in many ways. He's got his General Dole on the wall with the fishing pole coming out of it. It's nice. Solid. All right, very solid. Yeah, so I don't know how many more are coming out. Hopefully not too many more.
He only had 12, I think, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if Theta Rarity is updating the cans. Let's take a look. Theta Rarity VMUX shout out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. VMUX coming through large time for the Grove token.
For sale recently minted. You know what? It's not if that's in a can, I bet you it's not even in a can yet. That's why.
Okay, it's just it's not updated on the blockchain.
So let's say we don't know. But the last minted can is from the January for the Mudras. The Mudra.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So
the Mudra Customs, yeah.
I would assume that Rarity would get updated if there was other ones minted.
Probably.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways. So, one thing we do here at Papa Mags, papamags@gmail.com, is
shout out.
We hold people accountable. And there's been somebody on our radar for 628 days.
Who dat?
It's K-Fuel.
Ooh.
And guess what, folks? You can have K-Fuel in your wallet today. Congratulations. We got a staking site up and live, and Mags has got K-Fuel in his wallet.
I do.
I do not currently. I have the K-Fuel contract address added because it's so conveniently there at the very bottom of the page. Add K-Fuel, and it just
you showed me.
Yeah, it worked nicely. So you just go to the staking site all the way at the bottom. It says add K-Fuel, bang, and it'll bring the contract address right into your MetaMask wallet. So right now, it sounds like we're in phase 1 of Tygon staking, and phase 1 does not include multipliers for Tygons. So it looks like all Tygons are earning 5 K-Fuel per day. Now, what they say, and we will find out how accurate it is in the future.
Maybe we'll find out during the huddle.
Well, the huddle, that's been 261 days, and hopefully that is coming soon. TM, you know what I mean?
I know what I mean.
So they're saying in phase 2, the multipliers will be included in the staking rewards. And if you do not claim your K-Fuel from your Tygons, that the multiplier will retroactively apply to your Tygon. So that's what they say.
I guess if you have a Tygon that's just a 1x, then claim it. But
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well, there's no multiplier for a 1x, right?
Agreed. Yeah, sure.
But anything
you want to go through
and
make sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, not financial advice.
There's just no place on here that says, "Oh, this is going to earn so much," right? You have to go to the books, into those snapshots, right? The screen grabs.
Right. So I told you right before we went on when you showed me the Tyga ad K-Fuel. That so it looked like the badges were getting the amounts they should, so I withdrew them because
yes,
it was
you unstaked. Yeah.
So I
Or you
well,
claimed.
no, I claimed. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
claimed.
claimed. It sucked I couldn't do the claim all because I don't want to take any from the Tigons because I need them
Right.
multipliers. But
Right.
yeah.
Apply the multipliers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it does look like that is the case. The badges that I have are earning at a higher rate than my Tigons, so it does seem safe to claim the K fuel from those. But better safe than sorry. If you don't know if your Tigon has multipliers, just let it ride.
Was
Not
there
much you can do with the K fuel right now, anyway, right?
was there anything with the Tigon Pogs for staking or no?
I have not seen anything about the Tigon Pogs.
I'd assume no, but I mean,
Yeah, I don't think so, but I don't know because now isn't this one of those things where those Pogs are on the sub chain, right? So you can't even see them in your normal wallet. You have to go.
yeah.
Is it like that nonsense with how with like the V La Vida and stuff like that we're earning on?
Well, I mean, I never looked at the contract. But I'd assume you're correct.
Yeah.
And it's not worth going down the rabbit hole.
No.
I can safely say that no, they don't earn. They do not earn.
Yeah.
Anything.
No. No, but they are to be used in the arcade.
Correct.
Which is coming soon. We're told basically next week it'll be out. So
Well, what was the date range? 7 to 10 or
10/7, 10/7 to 10/11, right?
Okay. Well,
Which
I mean,
is next week.
That dips into the following week, though, doesn't it?
No, 10/11 is next Friday.
10/11 is next, but today's okay.
Today is 9/29.
Right. So 11 days in a week.
October 11th is next Friday. That's just a fact.
October 11th is not next Friday.
Do you want to bet?
Oh, are we talking as if today's Tuesday?
It doesn't matter. Next Friday is still if
A
today
week-
is Sunday and Tuesday, next Friday is the same day.
Okay, let's say today's Sunday, the 29th of September, which it is. Right?
Yes.
Fact, right?
Yes.
Okay, a week is 7 days. Also
Okay.
fact. There's 30 days in the month of September.
Okay.
Double fact, right? There's 7 days in a week. So how the heck is next week? How unless a week
Are you
a week
skipping this week? Is there no such thing as this week? You just think next week is this week? Is that the
well,
problem?
Sunday's the end of the week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
This week is a rolling 7 days. No, stop. Stop.
You're saying the closest Friday to us right now in the future
Is this Friday.
and that is not the 11th.
The one following that is next Friday. Like I said, the 11th.
Oh, well, I think we're saying the same thing then.
Well, you're telling me I'm wrong. So I don't know. Are
saying
you wrong too?
No, well, people can phone in, but I took
Buddy?
that drastically different.
Well, buddy, I know you got my back on this one. No doubt about it.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, he says. Where were we? I don't even remember anymore. Dude, all right. So here, all right, before we move on. Yeah, all right. K Fuel MetaMask. We got I think we hit the K Fuel thing. I got a MetaMask story for you. So at home, I have a work setup. During COVID, I was working at home, got my work computer, got my, everything on there that I have at work, right? I can access it the same way. At work, same thing. So this week at work, I'm on my computer, and for the first time ever while I'm there, I see like the MetaMask extension on my browser. And I was like, oh, why is that? I because I never put it on my computer at work. So I deleted it. And guess what? I get back home and I go to hit my MetaMask extension on my home computer setup.
Yeah.
And it ain't there. It was deleted.
Oh.
From remotely. So guess what? Dude, you know why crypto is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon? Look, because it's the most stressful thing that there is.
I know.
Like dealing with a wallet and getting your seed keys out and importing them and hoping that it's the right one. It is so stressful. it's a level of stress that people just don't have any time or energy for without even knowing it. If this thing isn't made a lot easier in the near future, I mean, that's the biggest thing right now.
It
Like,
it honestly seems like it's got harder since we started back in 17.
yeah, I think so
Not
too.
not the show, but just us and
Ah, yeah. No, because and the scams have gotten more intricate too. I saw one today where, you always see these things. It's like, oh, I lost everything and it's a new scam. And it's like instantly every single time I'm like, oh man, like what, like, you start to get a little bit afraid. And then I listen to it. Right. And first of all, the guy, I don't know what he was thinking. Like he was in this Telegram group and
first mistake.
he disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody reached out to him within the Telegram group that he knew and was like had an opportunity for him. And he said, all right, well, this sounds too good to be true. I don't know if the whole story here, but it was like buying Bitcoin miners.
You send me 1 ETH, I send you 10. That's how it
No,
works.
no,
No.
no. He's like, I got this opportunity to buy these Bitcoin miners, and I can get it at the wholesale price, and I can set it up in my place in Maine, and it's going to be cheap, like whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It's made it sound like a real good deal. Like obviously a red flag should be going off. Well, this guy says that he took the next step to actually call the guy because he had talked to him before and he said he was a good judge of voice and being able to tell like if a person was who they said they were. So he says he calls this guy because your phone number's in Telegram, and the person that answered sounds like him, has a conversation with him, answers questions about the opportunity, and allegedly it was all an AI voice like
No.
modification. Yeah, and
Notification would take place on the high seas?
modification.
Oh, modification. Gotcha.
Yeah, it didn't take place on the high seas, but he was pirated, so maybe it did. But anyway, yeah. So you know, obviously that is terrible. You hate hearing anything about that, but you gotta be more careful, right? I mean, I'm not calling like if somebody that I've met, like he met this guy at like a couple of meetups, like he was in like some like Minneapolis Bitcoiners or something like that. And I don't know, like if it was somebody in our little group that I had met once or twice, like if all of a sudden I'm getting like DMs from Chief privately about this kind of thing, and it's not from his phone number, like I have his phone number, so it's like I don't know, man. It just you gotta be more careful than that. But he blew all his money on these Bitcoin miners, and it was a scam. But
Ugh.
yeah,
Ugh.
but it was next level because now you got AI like
Artificial
copying voices.
intelligence. Yeah. Continue with AI Corner,
AI corner.
I guess, because Andrew, one friend of the podcast, sent in this article, or he sent me this. He sent us this article from the Reddit.
Oh,
Yeah. So apparently, is this a good thing or bad thing? You be the judge. Like, obviously, yours was bad. This, I think I could go the other way, but apparently, there was a man, probably still is a man, Michael Smith, used AI to create a fake music band and used bots to inflate streaming numbers. He earned more than $10 million in royalties. What?
oh wow,
That's fucking
genius.
genius.
It is.
I mean, and if he's caught, I mean, how much more is this going on? It's probably going on a lot, right?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I mean that's one of those things where it's like, who does it hurt? Like who
Apparently
got hurt
him.
by that?
You know,
Who?
no, apparently the guy who earned $10 million legitimately, they're saying that's not legitimate. But I mean, we know bots are the future.
Yeah,
They take center stage in
in the past too.
all Theta contests.
Oh,
Too soon?
oh,
Doesn't sound like the Zillies it's gonna, I don't know, it sounded like they had a plan, right? For that?
Sure, everyone's got to play until you get punched in the face, right?
That's true. That's true. Uh,
You know who said that, right?
yeah. What's his face?
Yeah, Mike Tyson. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. That's okay.
Yeah. I knew it.
You saved me on the movie quotes. I'll save you on that one.
Thank you.
You're
On
welcome.
the sports stuff.
All right. So let's move right along here because
Okay.
I saw that you turned into a billionaire for a
Ah!
second. Uh,
I did the math afterwards, and I think I was a millionaire.
uh,
Not like a multi millions over.
are we
Uh,
talking 8 figs or just 7?
We are talking. Well, I mean, we're talking just 7,
Oh.
but it could have been 8. It was it could have been in the 8 figs.
Yeah, so we had some kind of an issue hit coin market cap again,
It's
and
been a while.
Podcoin.
It's been
It
a
has
while.
been a while. Yeah, it has been a while. But apparently Podcoin was going for $21.50. Man,
Is what Coin Market Cap says. Apparently, a
right.
lot of the Theta coins that scam ETH coin replay. That one
Yeah.
was going up a bunch.
Levita was way up.
Levita was way up. T drop was way up, but it really wasn't because I could have swapped a lot less T field to get a lot more T drop.
Right.
And like so Pog, you go to coinmarketcap.com, not a proud sponsor, but they're listed on MEXC and ThetaSwap. So
Yep.
that's the only place you could get them, and it didn't look like. And when I checked when it was spiking, they weren't selling that much, or for that price. So sounds like an issue, like when that other issue happened, probably a few years ago now, right? The
Yeah, when T Fuel spiked way high and
everything spiked real high. I think I was a billionaire. I think at that when that happened, but we were the richest we've ever been on Theoretics. So it was nice to taste that for a minute.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Also, another reason why crypto is going to make it in his mainstream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I did notice that Pog had we're now officially in Pog Corner, brought
Pog
to
Corner.
you by our sponsor, Pog Digital. They had a picture of a nice hoodie up.
Really?
And it was like, yeah, a Pog hoodie. And it was like, oh, follow the link. And I did. I was just thought there was like a merch store or something. And it brings you to the Pog Hub. And I realized it's like, oh, these are buried in those loot packs that we get on a daily basis. And it says right at the bottom of the one, like there is merchandise in there. I mean, trust me, I haven't gotten one. And this week, this week I had quite a week one night. I saved up. Do you open yours every day or do you save them up and then rip them?
I open them up immediately.
Okay, I usually do that, but the one day we had gotten a bunch for a couple of the quests that were done, and I had a nice little pile. I think I had 9 packs to open between the two.
Nice.
And I ripped them open, and out of the 9, I had 4 1-pointers.
Oof.
That's 44.4% for you mathematicians out there.
That's a rough one, but it's a badge of honor.
Yeah, sure. One that you can have. I'd rather not have that.
Dude, no, because I think before you open them, I took a screenshot. I was 31st place. You were 30th place, and then you jumped up. Yeah, I have a screenshot of the leaderboard, and it's not like that anymore. So I started buying more packs because I was like, oh. So and then
I just opened all the 1-pointers, so there must be something juicy coming.
Well, so I and then I was buying the Solana packs, which are 3,000, right? I got a 1-pointer in a Solana pack. So versus a free pack, cry me a river.
Yeah.
Lost 2,999 on that.
Yeah, you did.
Not good.
You did. Hey, to each their own. I bought a couple of those and it didn't work out, so I stopped doing that.
Yeah. Smart.
But
Smart.
shout out that guy, our WWZ winner. Thank you for beating down Swampy. Much appreciated. And now I at least can say that I lost to the eventual winner. So there's something to be said about that.
Good for you.
I'm sure I would have taken out Swampy if it came down to it as well.
1-on-1, you can fight him in WWZ.
Oh, he'd like that too much. Okay. But not this. Next Saturday, which would be for all of those listening, October 12th, Beetlejuice with in Theta York Theater. Did you see those gummies he had?
The gummies?
Yeah, he had like he posted on Twitter. They're like some official Beetlejuice gummy bears or something.
Oh yes, I did. Those. Yes, I would definitely crush those.
I mean, only the best candy available at Theta York Theater, folks.
Yeah, not available here in America though.
No, I mean, listen, if it, it just feels like if we go to visit Theta York, like we're just gonna sit around eating candy like all day. That's just the feeling I get.
Okay, that's a problem.
For some, sure. For most, probably actually. But yeah, no, Theta York Theater, Saturday, October 12th, 2 p.m. Beetlejuice. I said it twice. I'm not saying it a third time.
You know the rules.
You got it. You got it. We moved on from Pog Corner, but there is one more Pog thing.
Is there?
There was.
Oh, okay.
In it.
Sure. What is that?
Someone told me that there's a code.
A code? Oh, really?
Pog code. And yeah, I mean we said the word already, right? It's actually a word that I think you made up, to be honest with you.
TM?
Yeah. No, not TM. But it's what happens when we record on Sunday and drop on Tuesday and the news hits on Monday. It's called getting Mondayed.
Ooh.
And there's no apostrophe in it. It's spelled the way it sounds. Is there a capital M on that? Does it matter? Who knows? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
If it doesn't work lowercase, try capital.
Now, don't tell your friends. Let them listen to the episode themselves. That's what I would think. I think that would, because we can make it harder.
Yeah,
so
we can, and we will if we have to.
And we can see if people are listening or not listening.
We're tracking this. We have AI bots all over the place.
Yeah, so you know what? Try to not listen to the whole episode, and then they're going to get harder. They're going to get harder.
I dare you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, we know you're not going to be able to. Just like the Zots that I still haven't got.
Oh, the Zot countdown. So we got 1 week down since I said let's start it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still looking for my Zots, but
so yeah, that is the key phrase Monday.
Yep.
Capital M.
There you go. It's official. All right, man. Well, listen.
One thing.
Yeah.
I sense you're about to wrap it up.
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay, I know. Okay.
But go ahead.
I'm gonna let you finish real quick. So last week on the Zilly Award-winning Pinecast, you were talking about how we're the same age, right? And I was like,
I don't like where this is going.
No, you said
I don't like where this is going.
You said we're the same age, and I said, yeah, but you're older. And you said, no, you're whatever. But then
it was factually correct at the time of recording.
But we record for Tuesday to come out. So I think there was some disingenuousness because I believe it was you Mondayed me with your birthday. You Mondayed me with your birthday, and then you didn't say a fucking thing. And then
you're darn right I didn't.
Then shout out Chris Murphy because I got an alert from Chris Murphy. Shout out.
Come on, Chris.
Wishing you a happy birthday, and I said, "Wait a
Facebooker."
So that's the only time I hear Chris Murphy is when he's wishing you a happy birthday. And then I was like, "Motherfucker!" And then I was like, I could say something, but I said, we need to wait. But we need to get this out because this is a bullshit. Because unfortunately for me, you'd be all over me with my fucking birthday. And,
you're darn right.
Yeah, so I feel like I really dropped the ball. So I totally got Monday'd on your fucking birthday. So happy birthday, old man.
Thank you. But I'll tell you what, the best birthday present I got was you forgetting.
No!
I was so happy. I went into it expecting to hear about it, and nothing came out. And I the whole week I was just like, yeah, that's great. I thought I slipped this one right by you, and now you're completely catching me off guard on this because it was like in the past for me, like the way past.
Well, yeah, I came up with a plan. I found out it was your birthday, and I said I was going to get Dana involved and bring her on to say something, but you know, we got a tight schedule this show, so
Yeah,
you can't get you can get it by me, but you can't get it a week by me usually. So.
man. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, you caught up to me. That's disappointing. But,
make sure you all wish Popper happy birthday on the boards. So.
Well, you know what is super funny? The day of my birthday, the POG code was birthday.
Yeah, that was a whole other story that I don't have time to get into. It's not very exciting, but I was looking through that episode for a while to try to find the B word. So yeah, that is funny.
I was like, why is it birthday?
It was someone else's
Just
birthday.
It was, yeah, same day, I guess.
You listened to the space, didn't you?
I didn't.
You didn't? Then how'd you know it was birthday?
You told me.
No, you told me and I already knew.
Oh.
Okay, moving on. All right, let's wrap this up, Popper.
All right, yeah. Hey, listen, we had a guest this week, the one and only Amor Style. There we go, Amor Style.
It's not like a dog. It's a style.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm super impressed with what he's doing over there. I'm very disappointed that this was not a Theta Hackathon winner.
We only have the best Theta Hackathon losers.
We do. That's the truth. But to me, this is like what he is building is the kind of project that deserves a hackathon win. Like he's not just building a project, he's building the tools that others can use in their project and use on their project to build their project. So it's like a lot of this stuff, all sorts of different projects can use what he is putting together instead of having to go out there and every time recreate the wheel. So, I mean, I think this is what he's doing is awesome. It was a very informative one. I'm going to have to re-listen to it because parts of it definitely went over my head.
Wow.
Did you follow the entire time? I still can't figure out what an agent is, but yeah, I'm
and encourage everyone to check out his website.
Yeah.
You can do that.
That is Amor Style, AMOR. Alexa, stop it.
Oh, Alexa, stop.
Amor Style, AMORSTYLE.com, and check it out. You can buy a couple of NFTs on there. They're not very expensive. It opens up the whole site for you, and you can see what he's built, and you can use what he's built in your project. So, very exciting, informative. But yeah, hey, and you'll be able to hear that interview
after these messages, and we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all safe as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max. Yeah. Papa Max. Papa Max Podcast. Papa Max Podcast.
All right, welcome back, everyone, and here we are with the man, the myth, the legend, Amor Style. Amor, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, pleasure to have you. Coming off of the Theta Hackathon entries here, how'd that go for you?
Well, that's always a mystery.
Yeah,
You really, uh, you guys have talked about it. We've talked about it. But when I entered the hackathon, the whole point of the hackathon was to show people that I was working on something, and the ultimate goal was to get on the Pop and Mag show.
Oh, success!
I wanted to get on the Pinecast, so here I am.
Wow.
Great success.
Dreams do come true, people.
We're honored,
Exactly.
Humbled.
very humbled.
So yeah, that hackathon, there's a ton of talent that came through there. And it's kind of a mystery on how everything settled out. But, the end result is I'm seeing some good apps. I've heard some whisper of different things going on. So, I'm here to share too.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, from the outside looking in, it is hard to understand what exactly is going on there, and it does seem like there's a lot of people that just show up for that. But it's good to hear that there's actual stuff being built. I have a quick question before we start. What is Selene?
One of those things you pull out of your, I just needed some name to come up with it. So I guess if you look back, the idea was I wanted to have a sales network when I originally started this. And so CellNet kind of fell out of it. And then one morning I woke up saying Selene. So it's just a name.
Is it a name of a marketplace?
No, it's not. It would be a branding name.
Okay, because I'm looking at your website here and I see Selene all over the place, minted on Selene, and I was trying to figure out what exactly that was.
That's why we got a little bit of time here so we can actually get into it. The idea was the Selene Network is simply a name of the collection that I'm putting together because, it's not really work that I'm doing. I'm kind of creating, and so it's kind of cool to be on your show because you talk to creators all the time. The act of creating, you never really know what you're doing until you kind of get through it. And so I'm not through it yet, but I'm in the middle of it. And so as you're doing that creating stuff, names come to you, ideas come to you. In this case, well, that name came to me and
Yeah, no, it's all good. So we're taking a look here at your website, amorstyle.com, and you got quite a bit of stuff going on here. Just kind of wanted to go through a few of these because what it seems like you're building, but it almost seems like you're just building a bunch of tools that others are able to use as well. For their projects and what they're doing.
Yeah, I am doing that. So the morestyle.com is a blog. It's just a simple WordPress install. And I did that with the idea that I didn't want to create the Selene Network to be a website. I want it to be a download that you simply download, put on your own server, and then you have the code that gives access to NFTs on the blockchain. And so on my website, what you're going to find is you'll find blog posts where I talk about the different demos that I put together. And there's a couple of different links in there, like the gallery. The gallery, when you click on that, it goes to the Selene Network core code. And it actually shows you contracts that I have inside of a smart contract that I'm calling a gallery. What I've done is I put together a bunch of smart contracts, and they're kind of hidden in the background. But the key place where you see it is if you go to amorstyle.com/DSN for Distributed Sales Network or Selene Network. That code that runs there is strictly a small set of files that talks to the blockchain, and it uses MetaMask to do that. On my main site, I have a menu there, and you can click on in the gallery. When you get to the gallery, you should basically have a bunch of different projects, like the top.
Yeah, I got a beaver.
Exactly.
Race car. Yeah.
So the gallery, this particular page on the website is a WordPress plugin. So in this case, if you were to download the core code, you're going to get a WordPress plugin. You could put it in your WordPress project, and you have a little bit of smart code or a little bit of short code that can define a project. And so it defines the project. And if you click on the home button that's on that particular beaver, it should take you to another one where it says across the top, pay with NFT smart contract, and then it has a bunch of information right below it.
Yeah, mine says connect.
Okay. So you have to connect MetaMask.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
There we
If
go.
you connect MetaMask, and the active wallet is what the MetaMask is going to use, and the first thing you should see is the website's going to say, oh, this code is token gated. This code is token gated on a participant NFT. And that code should just show you that page at that point. But by chance, are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm seeing to use this software, the visiting account must hold the Selene Network participant NFT. Yeah.
Yes. So minting that unlocks all the code for you. And so hopefully Megs has done that. Somebody's done that. If not, we can still talk about it.
Yeah, no, it's all, I mean, listen, we're looking at the website here and you got a ton of stuff going on and we're just trying to get an understanding of it. Seems like you're just building and building, and I want to get like a basic, explain it like I'm 5 understanding of how this stuff works, because you've obviously put a lot of time and effort into this.
Yes. So the page that you're at right now is the landing page that is going to prompt for picking up a participant. The participant NFT is a soulbound NFT that will live in this one particular account. And when the code detects that it's there, it will actually show you the projects. The whole point, when you guys mentioned to me, it's like, what do you call what you're doing? What is it that you're doing? As it turns out, it's kind of an NFT browser, and it uses MetaMask to do that. So
I just minted my token 23.
There you go.
Yep.
And so when it does that, it should show you the rest of the project. And if you go to the gallery, you'll see that I've got 3 projects in the gallery. You'll eventually get there. So without printing a participant, basically what I've done is I'm using the API on ThetaScan. I'm using the API inside of MetaMask so that I can talk to smart contracts on the blockchain. And for me, the whole point of doing this goes back to me wanting to launch a project about a year ago. And that whole project I was analyzing, trying to do a business plan of who can buy my stuff and where are they going to buy it, how are they going to buy it, and how can I reach my customers? And what I realized was that the web locations that are currently there, that are where you'd buy an NFT, don't have my customers at all. And so if I were to put a bunch of money down to try to get them to advertise to bring in the customers, well, you probably wouldn't have a good return. And so I thought I need to be able to find a way to be able to put a smart contract on the blockchain and incentivize the right salespeople to find it, so that if I'm like into auto racing, I want to find people that are into auto racing to be able to sell my NFTs for me. And I want to give them commissions. So I could put my NFT on the blockchain and say, look, this is going to be $100, but I'm going to pay $20 in commissions to anybody that can sell it for me. Then I went down that path of writing the contracts that I needed to be able to do that. And I wanted the settlement done on blockchain so that when somebody clicks a mint button, those commissions are cut between that person that gets a commission and myself. And it's, blockchain, so that it doesn't ever get clawed back. It's going to mint you an NFT that will have some function or some purpose. In the process of doing that, what I did was I leveraged, so I'm trying to do this like it was an intro to it, okay? Trying to keep it simple. So let me know if I talk over your head too much. The idea was that I had to put in the blockchain, in the smart contract of the blockchain, I had to put interfaces in there so that I could write high-level code on a website that would be able to talk to those NFTs, okay, talk to the smart contract. And so I developed a couple of interfaces. One is an interface that shows you the project. And so it shows you, here's a description of the project. Just like you would go to an NFT project and you look at what the description of an NFT is. I did that for a project. But I made it to where, because we don't have things like Edge Store on, that's been promised for years now, I've kind of said, well, I'm going to have to do this on my own server. So I modified it so that anybody can host a project on their own server, provide information. My code will be able to talk to their contract on the blockchain so that it can be discovered. You don't have to ask permission. You can incentivize people to actually sell your NFTs for you. And if you work with somebody in the platform, grab the code, the samples that I'm giving away for free, and you modify them slightly, then you can do some cool things. You can modify it to do what you need done. Thus, on my blog, the demos, which are the high-level functional stuff that you would want, is like, I've got a DRM anything one. I've got a pay with, which basically says you can buy this with different currencies from different blockchains. Or I've got another one, which is a sample marketplace. I'm developing all of these things or building these things to find out what will work for me so that eventually I can help other people do the same thing. Is really what it comes down to.
Okay, so let me just make sure I understand completely. So there's a contract that you've created that can embed into an NFT project that then no matter where or when this NFT is sold would guarantee a commission to the owner?
Yes.
And then that's just like something that a different NFT project could pick this up and use this code that you've created in their project.
Exactly. So in other words, you could do something like, let's say that you want to token gate a document on your website, or you want to only give access to a video that you have on your website to people that buy your NFT. Well, you would look at the DRM anything item that I have, and you'd say, well, I'm just going to build this particular contract, launch it on the blockchain, and then when you describe the project, you put your server name, you put your description in there. And what happens is when somebody uses the Selene network, they use this core code, they visit your particular project, you'll have a little section there that says, oh, just click instant access. And you click that, you sign it, and voila, it shows you the video.
That's great. That's amazing.
It's that type of thing. It's those functionalities that I'm trying to empower here.
So now what is the pay with crypto?
So the pay with crypto is, I went a step further with this and said, look, I want to be able to bring people in from other networks to say, buy with Ethereum or buy with Polygon, Matic, or Paul, I guess it is now. And so what I did was I said, I got to do cross-chain minting. I don't want to mint on the other blockchains, and I don't want to put smart contracts on the other blockchains. But what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to say, look, you're asking for my NFT. All my functionality is all built on top of the Theta blockchain. So I'm just going to accept payment from the other platforms. And the way that I've structured this is with my demo, if you pay with Polygon, what happens is it'll ask MetaMask to switch to the Polygon network. You send coins to my account. I have an off-chain oracle that's running, and that oracle realizes that, oh, there was a payment made to that. And when it does that, it goes and reads the order that was on the website. And then, based upon that order, it mints the NFT on the Theta blockchain. So it does this remotely. It's a program running in the background, just so I'm talking here. It is an oracle that I have control over. And ultimately, I'm hoping to roll that into a product that I would be able to integrate in so that anybody could say, yeah, I'm going to accept these 5 different coins. And the end result will be a Theta blockchain NFT.
Okay. Very cool. So is it limited to certain cryptos at this point? Do you plan on opening up to others?
Yeah. So good question. So the MetaMask wallet is an Ethereum virtual machine compatible wallet. And so the algorithm that's used for any account there makes it to where the private keys that are held can be used on any Ethereum virtual machine compatible blockchain. Well, Theta is compatible. A Polygon is compatible. BNB is compatible. So what I did is I said, look, if I'm going to prove the concept, I'm going to do it on the top few chains. I'll pick out some things on the top 10 or top 20. And I'll implement them there because, hey, everybody should have those because they're top cryptos. There's a lot of infrastructure that was needed to do this. For instance, I've got an oracle running that updates the prices on my server so that when you actually go and click, I can validate that you paid the right amount. Okay. And so there's a bunch of things going on in the background, but yeah, it's fun. Fun for an old guy to do.
All right. Yeah. So now the next one I see on here is your penny oracle.
Oh yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I understand it, but I guess I don't understand the value of building this.
Oh, so one of the complications with NFT projects is that you have to define a value for minting the NFT. And well, if it's on the Theta blockchain, chances are it's going to be T-Fuel. And so you put down in there, like, I want this much T-Fuel for it. Well, if you do like what Nanamo Trader did, it's like all of a sudden it's 5,000. You got to readjust it to 3,000. You don't really know what it is. It adjusts during the day. So what did I do? In order to make the Selene network compatible NFTs, provide a price that's human friendly, I wrote a penny oracle. The penny oracle is, I've got code running on my machine and I've launched a smart contract on the blockchain. The code running on my machine will watch the price of T-Fuel to see if it's changed much. If it's changed like 4 or 5%, I will send a notification to the smart contract to say, look, update the value of a penny in T-Fuel. So then the contracts are all written to say, I want $5 for this. So it says, it basically, the contract calls the penny oracle and says, how much is $5 worth of T-Fuel? And then it displays $5 worth of T-Fuel. So that when you actually go mint it using MetaMask says, oh, look, this is 122 T-Fuel today, or this is 98 T-Fuel. Okay. But it's still $5.
Yeah, that's amazing, actually. Okay, so the piece I was disconnected on, like, I was like, what's the point of getting a penny? But the point of a penny is so that you can get the value of $5 or $10 or
exactly.
all right, that's great, man.
Yeah.
I know, just like kind of from the inside of being a little bit part of the syndicate marketplace and dealing with some things with there, that was one of the things that we were having issues with is, you wanted to set a price and then all of a sudden the price of T-Fuel changes and it's like, we had no choice but to go in there and manually update it, and that's unsustainable. So that's amazing. So
Yeah. As it
is
turns out,
that one of them that is within your DNS here that is available?
yes.
DSN?
Yes. So I've launched basically 6 main contracts, 6 smart contracts. The Penny Oracle is one of them. The Penny Oracle, in that article on my blog, I basically have a little bit of information in there about how to use it. So anybody out there could actually make a call to that Penny Oracle. Now, the price of the Penny Oracle, though, is maintained by me. So for all of my stuff, I want to make sure that my Penny Oracle is working. And right now, I'm going to burn through about 100 T-Fuel a year in order to maintain that price. But the contract is freely downloadable, which means anybody can do that. And then they have to write code in the background to update it. But, get a hold of me. We can work it out.
All right. Yeah,
want to make sure all this stuff is easily available for anybody to download, to use, to modify. But in my core code, yes, I have a Penny Oracle, and I use it specifically to get a penny price of T-Fuel so I can do calculations on it.
All right. So you have some real key stuff going on here. You have the Penny Oracle so that you can price in USD without being, with T-Fuel amount updating automatically or semi-automatically. You have the ability to play with other cryptos. You have the ability to DRM NFTs. So you have all these tools. Now, what exactly is it that you are looking to do with a project that incorporates all of these tools? Like, what's your end goal here?
So I'm looking forward to someday eventually being able to share projects with you that I can use this framework to be able to expose that to the world. But, keeping it limited, keep bringing it back to the Selene network. This core functionality, there's still a bunch of work that I'm probably going to end up doing here. Ultimately, it has to prove its worth. It has to prove that it can do what it's supposed to do, which is guarantee commissions to somebody. So if you guys went and duplicated one of these contracts, or you work with me to do that, then we should be able to see that, yeah, it makes sales. People get commissions for making those sales. There's clearly measurables that come out of it. All of a sudden, then we start seeing that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. For me, if I have a project, I got to see that the network's going to do what it's supposed to do too. And so I'm filling out that infrastructure before actually launching an official project. Okay, this might end up just being my project, just making sure all this stuff works.
Okay. Now, I know that you are obviously, you've been big in Theta for quite a while. As far back as I can remember being in Theta, I remember seeing you around. I know the DRM is basically specific to Theta. Well, I get the DRM at the level that Theta has it is specific to them. Is the rest of this more Theta specific, or is this something that you could have built on another chain, or what? How did you end up with Theta building on that?
Wanting to bring value to Theta, to the Theta network. I guess it's because I invested a long time ago. I want to see my investment grow. In order to see the investment grow, you got to have people using the platform. In order for people to use the platform, there's got to be useful tools here. And when I look at the business strategy of Theta Labs itself, they are going after the corporate customer rather than the small businessman. To me, I look at it and say, I would rather empower a creator. I'd rather empower somebody that has a small business to be able to generate a little bit of cash flow. And if they can generate cash flow, chances are they're going to come back and launch another contract here because they're making money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I agree with you. It does seem like Theta Labs is going after corporate and kind of leaving the community to kind of build amongst itself almost.
So
Connect the dots.
yeah, words kind of matter. I don't think they're leaving. I don't think that they ever really were part of the community. So, I mean, thinking back to, I went to I guess the second ThetaCon 22, and they showed up and, it looks like the community put on the event. It wasn't them putting on the event. So they made the royalty appearance. But it's the community that really needs to do it. I would encourage anybody that has invested in the platform, anybody that's holding any significant amount of coins, to look at what I've done, because all this stuff is free, it's downloadable, it's a zip file, anybody can install it, anybody can be empowered like I'm empowering myself. I want to be able to make money at this. I want to empower everybody else to. And, we've all been watching. It's been a hard nut to crack with regards to letting blockchain enhance people's cash flow ability, if that's a word.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I want to crack that nut, and I kind of need people to be able to look at this, play around with it, and give it a try.
So I mean, I just minted a couple of your NFTs, and they're very cheap right now. Is that just for right now? I mean, for all the work that you've put into this, like I could now take that and put it in my own NFT for like, it was like $1.
Yeah, exactly. So from the blog, each one of the blog posts talk about demos. I'm demoing the code. That code is downloadable. It's a zip file. It's right there. Basically, I want people to use the network. When it comes around to me making money, I'll make money when people start using the network. And how will I make money? Well, I'm going to make 50 cents off every participant. Okay, let's get 1 million people. I've made some money. If we can bring 1 million people in, it's like all of a sudden, this network's actually got some value. It's doing something useful. When it comes around to commissions, every NFT that's minted pays commissions. And so my own demo that I'm paying commissions. For instance, even though it's $1, underneath I'm paying 25% commissions. So the agent's going to get 20%, and the website that provides the technology is going to get 5%. Okay, so in the structure of the smart contracts that do the commission handling, I'm incentivizing websites to participate. Okay, if somebody gets a website NFT, they'll have a number that will resolve so they can get commissions for hosting this particular project. Likewise, if you want to be an agent, you have to sign up as an agent. So you have to either buy the agent NFT, or you have to find someone that's holding the agent NFT, and you have to get registered on it. Okay, that makes sense?
Yeah, when you say the agent NFT, what are you referring to?
That is the sales agent.
A specific NFT in the group here?
Yeah, so at the bottom of the page, if you scroll down, you'll see that there's 3 links. There's a participant link, there's an agent link, and there's a website link. Okay, it's 3 different NFTs that I structured it this way so that I can get different people incentivized to participate in this platform. Okay. The agent NFT goes one step further. So the agent NFT allows you to register 42 agents. I want to incentivize salespeople to be able to register good salespeople. So think of it this way. You have social influence. What you would say is like, I like what's happening on this network. I'm going to buy an agent NFT and I can register up to 42 people. So I'm going to register the 42 best Theta fans that I can find that have influence. And anytime they get a commission, well, anybody that gets registered gets 90% of the sales commission, and the 10% commission goes to the NFT holder, the founder that registered them, whoever found that sales agent. And so there's incentivization in there.
Okay. From my end, one thing that's a little bothersome about the website is that the MetaMask connection continues to pop up like every single time I click anything, even though I'm connected. FYI.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
I don't know if that's just me.
I think that's just you. I mean, I'm not having any issues with it.
It could be settings
Wow.
in MetaMask.
Okay.
Operator error too. That's a
Well,
big
that's
thing.
certainly possible.
No, you guys are great operators. Just the fact that you've connected up and you're seeing something is pretty good feedback.
I got a beaver racer.
Good. What color?
I'm just been going through it. Are they all different? Because I saw a wallet that was it yours that had different ones in it, and mine was the picture of the one it was shown.
Yeah. So what I did with the Beaver Racers, the pay with demo, is when you paid with a different crypto, then you would get a different image underneath. So,
That's cool.
the broadcaster that I have that actually noticed that you ordered something that it mints the NFT for you. It goes one step farther and says, I'm going to set a property on that NFT, and that property is going to be, either the BNB racer or the Polygon racer or the T-Fuel racer, whichever one you use. And if you
That's very cool. Yeah.
And so it's ways to customize it, because ultimately, why would you use blockchain? Well, you want to be able to do cool things. You want to be able to code in some functionality. And so all of these have the ability to have a little custom code in them, so people can do fun, exciting things, whatever that might be. I don't know. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So that is very cool. And then all of the NFTs are Theta NFTs.
Yes. I like the fact that it's Theta NFTs. One of the things that has unfolded right before I first got contact with you two was that it dawned on me that I'm kind of developing code that is a NFT browser for the blockchain. And so because it's a browser, it kind of needs to be blockchain centric. I'm not really browsing across multiple blockchains. It's really just the Theta blockchain. And if you click on the page, on the upper right-hand corner, there's a little NFT wallet. Just the other day, I built in wallet functionality. Did you look at that?
Which page is that off of?
It's just on the top of any one of the Selling Network pages, top right corner. It should be there. But in any case, I built in wallet functionality. One of the cool things about the wallet functionality, you asked me earlier where I'm going with this. Where do I want to go? Yeah. The wallet functionality lets me say, look, you have a MetaMask account. You've got a bunch of different NFTs in there. Well, let's go look at those. And so I wrote a little bit of code to show the NFTs. The ones that are Selling Network compatible, they're clickable and they have got a green background. And when you click on it, it will take you to the project. So what does that kind of mean? It means that eventually I should be able to write a page on my website that monitors every Selling compatible NFT that gets launched on the blockchain. And I would be able to show you, oh, there's a new NFT that just got launched. And here it is. Oh, look, they're paying commissions. And so this code that people are going to download is going to have a wallet page, and it's going to have an agent page. The agent page is going to show you all the projects that get launched. So I don't have to be involved. Your favorite garage band, they get involved here. They launch a contract. And when they launch a contract, anybody in the network would actually see that contract and they'd say, oh, look, that's cool GarageBand. They're just launched an NFT. It's not mintable yet, but let me read about the project. It's discoverable. Okay. One of the big problems we have is that things just get launched and it's all magically hidden on the blockchain. By implementing these interfaces, I can write code that can discover what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I did just find the NFT button. So yeah, I see that now. Very cool.
And
I got myself a ticket and a beaver.
I just bought the agent.
So when it comes to that agent, I'm going to have to help you fill in that agent, because ultimately anybody that gets registered under that agent, and if they make a commission on this platform, you are going to get paid by that. Okay. Now, when you hold an agent or you hold the website, icons, the main code is going to display stuff slightly differently, because when you connect up using that account, the website knows this and says, oh, look, you may have a balance. Or if you're an agent, oh, look, you're an agent now. I'm going to show you the cuts. I'm going to show you the commissions. Okay, so it behaves slightly different based upon how you're participating with the network. If you're just a customer, you just get the mint button. If you're an agent, you get to see the cuts. You get to see what the commissions are. If you're the project owner, you're going to get a little bit more. You're going to get your own withdrawal button. You're going to get a couple other things that I'm building in right now, like the ability to turn on and off minting if you enable that functionality. Just a couple of little things that makes it easier for you to manage your project because it's live online. The important part for somebody that's just saying, hey, there's new technology coming along, I can talk to Amor and actually launch one of these things, and eventually we'll make it easier. But the idea is commissions get paid. Okay, so there's incentivization. These NFTs, if you launch one, I can discover that it's on the blockchain. And when I discover it, I can display that to every agent that's participating in this network. And that's pretty easy to do. I could display it to anybody. Anybody could visit your customer page, and I would have a little bit of code there that would say, look, here's all the new blockchains, or here's all the new smart contracts that have been launched on the blockchain. And information's there, so you can go look at all the white papers, you can go see what they're doing, you can meet the new artist, whatever it is. And back to Popper's question earlier about things that I want to be able to do. I've got a whole bunch of different high-level functionalities that I want to be able to implement. And one of them that I mentioned to a couple of people that hopefully will not get me on a count-up counter.
Hold on, let me get my notebook. Hold on.
Is that I would love to be able to make this system work really well for ticketing. Okay, the broadcast functionality that I implemented basically can allow background activity to happen on an NFT, which means there's some server interactions that need to occur. But when you think about your Ticketmaster ticket, you buy your ticket, it's on your phone, you show up at your event, the guy at the door scans your ticket, and he says, by the way, your seats are right over here. This is something that should be really easy to implement on a platform like what I've just put together. And so it's in my works. Hopefully this fall I'll get to it.
All right. Well, fall has begun, so that's good news for us.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I mean, tickets are right up the alley of DRM NFT technology. So I agree that it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, in the case of a ticket, it's slightly different. The difference is that not only do you have a project owner, but you have a doorman. And so you have to be able to enable a secondary person to have enough authority to be able to let the person in. And all the doorman has to do is have enough confidence that you have a real ticket. And so the key is to be able to provide some functionality through the NFT that would be clear to the doorman that it's not a falsified ticket.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Great. Well, listen, Amor, we certainly appreciate you coming on. We definitely encourage everyone out there, hit up Amor Style. That's AMORSTYLE.com. Check these out. If you are someone that has a project that is already out, I'm assuming, is this stuff that can be put into a project that's already in existence, or does it have to kind of be built in from the beginning?
No, anybody can use it. So think of it as if you've already got a project, chances are you've got multiple NFTs. And in which case, these NFTs are ERC 721 compatible. So they're just like any other NFT. You should be able to move these to Open Theta or to any other platform, any other marketplace, and use them. When another project comes along, they could simply implement another NFT. Okay. For instance, you might take your smart contract, tweak it ever so slightly to say, hey, if you own a pineapple, you have access to this new NFT. Go claim it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's obviously a lot of functionality here. We certainly encourage people to check it out. If you're building a new project, check it out, because a lot of the stuff that you probably want to do is already here, done for you, and probably save a lot of time and effort reaching out to Amor to get this integrated into your own project as well.
Exactly. I would love to see more projects develop this technology so their NFTs are discoverable,
Yeah.
And put a commission on them so that people can sell them for you.
Right. Yeah, let's all make some money here in the future.
Exactly.
All right. Well, listen, Amor, we appreciate your time. We certainly encourage everyone to check out your website, And we look forward to what you got coming down the line as well.
Okay. Looking forward to showing it to you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Mags.
Yeah, you spoke for me too, Amor. Glad to have you on, and yeah, can't wait to see more about this project.
Amor?
Yep.
You can't wait to see more about it?
Oh, I see what I
Right
you
over
did
your
there.
head.
Yep, that was a good one. That was a good one.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks again. And we'll see you on the boards, Amor.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
Take care.
Poppin' Mags Podcast.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter at JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a Scumbag Hat production in association with Pam's Day Spa.